Hey folks, it's Lindsey Hollis with SPS back in the building over at East Lansing High School with the East Lansing track and field team. I'm here with the girls coach, Mr. Charles Pollard. I've had the pleasure of meeting you before. Good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, talk about what things are going to be like for your Lady Trojans this year.
I'm very optimistic this year. We have a very large team, and in the past, because we've had small teams, we haven't been able to field the number of kids we needed to fill out the roster. In other words, there are 17 events in a track meet, and the way we do things in our conference is you're allowed 4 people per event. And I haven't, in the past, had enough people to have 4 people per event. This year I do.
Now you do?
I do. And it feels really good.
Is it a different feeling having a surplus compared to, you know, being at a deficit?
It's a difference between night and day.
Really?
Yeah.
Because my thought those are extra points when they can fill all those
We can fill them all out, and I mean, it's extra points if they score, you know. But but like I told the young ladies, I said we have a very good team, and we keep working, and we're going to be scoring a lot of points. So the whole idea is to work hard and score some points.
Yeah. Talk about coaching this generation of athletes. What's that like?
It takes a lot of patience. That's what I think. You know, I'm from the old school, so you know, you did what the coach said. You didn't argue, and that's the way it was. And nowadays, the kids they want to know why, and so you got to tell them why, which is not a problem because I know why. I know why we work hard. So that's all right too.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and I enjoy working with this. It keeps me young. I enjoy working with these kids.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Yes, to be able to see that, and now the new topics for college and now soon high school, name, image, and likeness, the transfer portal, mental health. I mean, these aren't things that make you say, I've had enough. They make you say, this is what I have to deal with, let's deal with it.
I take it as a challenge, you know. So far, the transfer portal doesn't really hit high school.
Sure.
You know, I don't know what I would do if it was the transfer portal and you had to deal with that.
I'm sure a lot of the student athletes you've dealt with are in the position now where the transfer portal is something they look at, so it becomes a conversation.
Right.
How can you advise someone, and now I'm putting my sports psychology hat on as well as my PhD candidate work, with that being my dissertation, NIL, the portal, and mental health. How do you advise someone if someone says, Coach Pollard, I think I may want to leave? I mean, if that conversation happens, how do you talk to them about that?
Well, hopefully they would want to talk with me. If they came forward to say that, you know, I would think that they came forward for a reason, and they would want to talk about why they're leaving and what's happening in their lives and that sort of thing. And I would like to think that I could, you know, advise them or at least talk to them where they feel comfortable enough to talk to me about that. You know, they may have some problems that they are dealing with, and I assume that they came forward, then they are looking forward someone to talk to them about that.
Yeah.
So
in a perfect world, you know, our young people will live lives where they don't deal with any trauma or any issues as young people growing up. But it seems like that college age, it's one of some of those, when those first real world issues start to hit and they have that. You know, how is it dealing with this group of athletes that are in that transition period where these first big issues that happen for them have such an impact and they need guidance and direction?
That's a hard one. Like I said, hopefully, I'm a very patient person, so hopefully they would come to me and would want to talk things out. All I could do is just kind of advise them as best to my knowledge about what to do and what to expect in life, you know, because these are life issues.
These are life issues.
So to try to talk to them about what to expect in life. If they're willing to listen, because a lot of people, they don't want to hear about what you did when you were my age. You know, they want to know how to deal with stuff now.
Right.
And so hopefully I could talk to them about, you know, the fact that I had similar issues, or I had to deal with something not quite as deep as yours, but it's still something that, you know, I had to deal with, and that I had someone that I came to talk to, and maybe they felt that they could come and talk to me, or someone in their lives that they could talk to.
I like that. So, and what you did then helped you to get to where you are now, to be here to talk about it. So it's some credence in that. Coach, I can appreciate what you do, being out here with these young people and committing your knowledge and your wisdom. Any special shout outs, anyone you want to give me a shout out to before we let you go?
Too many.
Too many?
All I can say is I have to give a shout out to Octavius, the gentleman you had been talking to.
Sure, Coach Long.
You know, Coach Long is was someone I consider, you know, this just the model coach. You know, he's someone that the kids can relate to, someone the kids can go to. They know he means business when he means business. You know, They know when he's joking and they can have fun, you know. But when in the final say, he wants to get the job done, and they know he wants to get the job done.
Yeah.
And he's a shout out. And then Pat Murray, I worked with him for many years, and he's a man he's a taskmaster, and the kids know he's a taskmaster. And so, you know, I see how these people work with their athletes. You know, another gentleman named Bob Brown. He and I coached girls together for many years, and he's a taskmaster. So, you know.
And finally, is there anyone else you want to thank?
Well, the last person I want to thank is Coach Jim Bibbs. He was my coach in college, and he's one of the best coaches I've ever been around. I've tried to model my coaching career after him, and I just would like to thank him for being such a good role model for me.
I've heard so many wonderful things about Coach Bibbs. With that being said, it's Coach Pollard here, East Lansing Track and Field. Lindsay Hunts with SPS, and we'll see you next time. Peace.